Hello and welcome back to Gregtech New Horizons. This is the 10th episode. If you are confused by how we went from episode, I think, 6 to 10, it is because I have done a few live streams uh, of basically me just kind of playing the game. The first two, I think I did like 3 live streams so far. The first two was just a bunch of microcrafting, and then the third one was a little better. But in our streams, we got done with the EBF. Uh, the EBF is a giant gate, I feel, to progressing in this mod pack, and I think the world of possibilities is finally open, and I can chug along to MV now, like with a pretty good speed, and we can not worry about steel production anymore, because yeah, these BBFs are just not adequate anymore. So we have the EBF now. What else has went on? Let me make sure. Let me double check what the last video was so I can uh, show you all what has changed around the base. But yeah, last time we were out of storage. We're out of steel. Storage, not much better, but manageable as of now. Uh, you can see on our little tracker here, pretty much everything is done here. Let me finish storing some of the stuff. So, off camera, I set up a second boiler because we did not have enough steam, and I upgraded all the piping to potent. This is still not quite adequate for our, steam needs, but really, the next goal in the pack is to get to benzene and get oil production running, so we're going to have a power alternative probably sooner rather than later. So there's really no point sitting down and making all the potent needed for the piping. But I've been slow. It was a needed upgrade to keep the EBF stable. So let me show you what else has happened. We have a new room here. And basically we have the electrolysis going on. Uh, that's not how it's supposed to go. But yeah, these make oxygen. I'm going to connect this third one up in a second and basically sense it in here. Oxygen is good for the steel recipe. Here we have, underneath we have the setup for the steam power. We have 2 turbines here filling up these battery buffers. And we have this up to MV using the 2 LV hatches. So we can do MV recipes. The second tier coils are actually not far out of reach. The Canthal coils are actually not that expensive, and I'm probably going to make them at some point. I think in the last video I showed you guys, we did go to the Twilight Forest. Okay. So, I wasn't really going to do much this video other than update you guys on what has been going on. I am going to do a little bit of side quest here and expand my farm so I can start growing Pam's Harvestcraft seeds. Which probably means expanding our perimeter a little bit past here. I tore down the smeltery. And so the Tinker smeltery is gone. And yeah, that tank's bigger. I think I have a second creosote tank over there that I've put up. So I think our dependence on coal coke is now 0. So we only have it for the creosote at this point. I should probably get a builder's wand. Now the issue is I tore down the Tinker smeltery. So that might pose a problem. can extrude. Actually, extruding looks well. I actually haven't been able to use my extruder one bit. $200. Okay. Well, we'll make a few of those, son. These need to be upgraded to potent. But you know, I just haven't gotten around to it. This wall was open because if you watch the streams, we didn't have enough steam turbines. We had a huge steel shortage, and we had to juggle around all the turbines to where we needed them. And that's why down here we have these steam machines. Though honestly, I think we can finally actually retire these, so we can actually clean up the space down here. Alright, and honestly, we're kind of on a march to MV at this point. I think it's just a matter of playing the pack now. The EBF was the big thing that we needed to do, and the rest of this is kind of trivial, and it's just a bunch of crafting, which I can manage. We are gonna need the arc furnace, which is another multi-block, but we'll get there. There's a lot of things we need to do before we get there. Toss our machines here. You're out of power. It's probably just the cable. This uses too much EU. That's fine. I can probably move it down. $200 is a crazy craft time. Yeah, I think it's just because it can't support more than 32 volts. So that's cool. I'm glad that takes another 200 seconds. Of course, we're missing these. I know I have these. Oh, maybe I don't. Of course, this is another... Oh. It's just another thing we're gonna need. Alright, we'll come back to this. Let's smush some potent. I'm assuming it might need another generator. That's honestly entirely possible. See what we can do about that. We need the motors and the circuit. Circuit, motors. rotors. So let's see. Let's try this. Let's make a potent pipe. Do. Alright. Fluid pipe. Pipe. Where'd my super wrench go? Which I finally have a tier 3 wrench, which is awesome. It took a long time. Alright, like, it's gotta have power now, yeah. Oh, it's cooking. Alright, nice. This room's gonna expand, because that's just an awkward place to walk right now. Some tool rods. Another thing I want to look into is the... Okay, it's kind of cheap. Radius 5 blocks each side. So we just need to power it. We could use steam. Cause this would be nice. This would be nice for wood, which we can use for benzene. We are cooking. I do wonder what the water draw is like. Not that much is running. Yeah, all these things are full. Besides these two. Which, all this really does is illustrate demand. I mean, this is the most empty that it'll get. Because the boilers can only produce so much per second. Yes, I use slash homer on my base. Don't judge me. That's one thing we can do this episode, actually. Let's fix this. Or we expand the farm. Let's make some concrete. Clay, stone, it's just the default recipe. Okay, I kind of hate this recipe. But we can try it. Calcite. Let's see, clay dust. I have none. Okay, we'll fix that in a second. Stone dust I know I have. I know I threw a bunch of it away, which in hindsight probably not the best idea. Quartz sand. Shocked I don't have more? Now we just need clay dust, so let's see. It's just dirt and water. Or we mix dirt and water. I can just craft it. Alright. It is really nice having the LV machine wall actually functioning, minus the hoppers, but, well, that's for later. Alright. And what's the ratio? Better be good. We see 2 of the calcite, which we have 9 of. Let's get some of that clay. Oh, small piles, really? These are 2. Is any water? Yes. Where can I grab some water? Oh, I know. Yeah. Alright, there we go. And you... Hell yeah, concrete. It's wet concrete. How do we solidify it? Oh, okay, we used a solidifier. Cool. That's another thing we'll have to craft. And while we're at it, water's in there. I need to get more. Honestly, I should keep a tank here. I do have a tank. Contains steam. There we go. And we're out of calcite. I think there's a thing we can trade in. Calcite. There we go. Yeah, we can trade in stone. Stone, and hopefully I have enough of these. No, you need 100. Okay. Guess we're going mining. Which is fine, but I'm not too thrilled. do have our tool rods now. We can shift gears and do the other thing. Alright. Let's sleep. Lunchbox. Backpack. Chop, 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 chop. It really does sound like MV is going to be much nicer than LV. I'm a little underwhelmed, but I kind of get it. I don't have good power gen. Steam sucks. People say you can sustain it till the end game. I'd rather die. So it's just not worth it. You can make high pressure boilers, but it's not worth the Steam investment, in my opinion. It's just not worth it. Alright. The grass is spreading awfully quick. Wait. I think we're out of dirt. No, it's just all another rack. Trash. Alright, let's just do this. And then we can do resupply. Sickle would be nice. I think the settled area is slowly becoming pretty large, which is interesting to see. Alright. I think sickles are actually pretty easily craftable at this point in the game, I just haven't done it. Goes that one. Just even out the platform and see how far we got. Yeah, not bad. Enough space for 2 more plots. Not bad. Yep, I'll take it. And we'll expand it this way now. We are going to need to do a much bigger expansion of this, actually, because the house needs we need a lot more room for the house than we currently have. I still have a bunch of dirt. So let's see how far we can get with this. Alright, looks like our wand has ran out. Alright, 7. Don't want no monsters nearby, that's for sure. Under here, everything's mob proof. Which it should be. Alright, up here. Let's see. Can I visit? Yep. Some here. Cool. Be relatively mob free. So next we can make the fields. Grab some water. Oh. That's one dead as hell, Enderman. Okay. One moment, please. Two, three. There we go. Didn't mean to do that. Two, three. Oh, that broke. Luckily for us, we have another one. Somewhere. Or maybe I don't, and both of my iron hose broke. Okay. Let's just craft it the old-fashioned way. It's a nice thing that mobs don't spawn on farmland. That just broke. Hammer is broken. Nah, that's okay. Didn't really realize how bad iron hoes are. So I'm doing this so I can get the PM's harvest craft stuff growing, so I can maybe work towards healing X. I feel like it's that time. Also just get different foods unlocked. Alright. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Cool. Alright, let's get some of these seeds. Got belladonnas. We should plant a few. Alright. Rye, rutabaga, rhubarb, turnip, spice leaf. So I'll run through the crops. Nice thing is we're just gonna get a bunch of random crops from this that we can cook with. Why am I going to the kitchen? What else do we have? Okra, mustard, pineapple, peas, snowbell, wolfsbane. Alright. I do wonder if mustard seeds can convert to oil. Guess not. Only one garlic seed, eh? Might want to plant more garlic seeds. Honestly, I might want to plant more of these seeds, but I just want to get some initial copies of each vegetable first. Cool. Some of these are already growing. Alright. So, let's look at what do we need for, benzene. It wants us to get these 494 coke oven bricks. Yeah, sure. 2 big ovens. These quests are kind of annoying, man. Okay. I don't really feel like doing this. I'm gonna do this off camera because I already have a bunch of coke up in bricks. We might stream it. Might stream that. I don't think. I think we're at the wrapping up point for this episode. I know we didn't do much, but I feel like this mod pack is more conducive to live streaming. I'm still kind of figuring out what I want to do with how I run the series, so pardon me for being a little experimental. Uh, I have 3 of these refined glue cells. Unless... Oh, yeah, okay. Uh, I think we can probably check off a bunch of these. But I need to research how the biomass quest works. But yeah, this is kind of only 3 signing off. Thanks for watching, and take it easy.